Hello and welcome back to the channel, and most of all, welcome back from holidays. I know we were all on holidays since, well, the markets weren't moving at all, so we only decided to start making videos again once the market started to move. It's been a long holiday, I would say. So just some time ago, if you had said that this thing is all going to zero, everyone will believe you. I mean, everyone was already saying it on Twitter. It's all going to zero, it's all going to zero. And history yet again repeats itself. They usually say history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. But sometimes it does repeat almost perfectly. So, what we've basically seen in the past couple of months is Mr. Gary Gensler coming and enforcing regulations on us by crashing the markets in the name of investor protection. I really wonder how he's protecting investors, you know. So now that we are back, anyway, I just wanted to give you all like a few updates on the markets, what my outlook is for the markets in the next coming weeks, and what the markets have been up to. In some cases, not much actually. So let's just jump right into the S&P. Okay, so let's start with the S&P. I was listening to some Lana Del Rey here, Born to Die. Very nice song. Try listening to it. So we can see that the S&P has reached my target zone right here. Yes, you see the zone. S&P has followed my projection, and the highest that I would see for the S&P, as I said in the other past videos. Now I will leave links to all of these videos below because, well, this video will actually be a shorter video, just like an update. I will leave links to the other videos in the description for you. That's if you have not been following on the channel, or this is like your first time on the channel. I'll leave some links in the description so that you can watch the other videos and understand exactly what we are talking about here. It's needless for me to do it all over again. So we have said for a very long time, and really this has been like let me see how long we've been saying this. Actually, we've been talking about this for about 167 days. That's a very long time. We've been talking about the S&P, and actually we said this right here before the S&P came for this top. I was reminding you that before we had this other crash right here, yes, this one, before we had this other crash right here, the S&P exited this descending broadening wedge, retested it right here, and then plummeted. This was a minus 33% drop, 34% drop on the S&P. And I was telling you that a lot of analysts are saying that this will happen exactly like so. However, what I see on the charts now do show something else. That is the .com, yes. So I was saying that the S&P will most likely come up here. And inside of this box is where I expect the S&P to actually move back to the downside. And in this case, it will not just be like a, move as in move. It will be a crash, basically. So I expect that the S&P plummets from this box. And my highest target for the S&P will be 4,600. Does it mean it cannot go higher? No, it can go higher, it can go lower, it may not even go as high as that. But according to my analysis, the highest that I would see for the S&P is 4,600. And as I told you that my lowest would be 4,300, yes. But I would like that the S&P tops out anywhere around 4,500, which it actually is at the moment. Now, the highest again will be the $4,600 mark for the S&P. I would expect some type of consolidation right here, like so, and form some type of Wyckoff distribution. That is what I would expect to see here. If we go to the monthly, which is what I actually want to look for, is some type of divergence on the S&P. So let's look at this together. Let's look at this. Okay, so we have this high, which is the all-time high for the S&P, like so. Here, corresponding with this value on the stochastic, like so. So if the S&P cannot go above this previous all-time high right here, then it would have been forming a bearish divergence on the monthly time frame. So if you are bullish on the S&P, then basically you expect the S&P to go above this previous all-time high. So it should see new all-time highs probably this year. But that is not my theory. I think the S&P will most likely drop back to the downside from this region right here. The highest that I can see for that is 4,600. Now I'll leave the video below so that you can understand why I even think that the S&P may go there and how I came about that target. I actually explained it. It was the inverse head and shoulders right here, and I used the AB equals to CD pattern on the weekly time frame. But I will leave the video for you in the description so that you can understand why I even thought that the S&P would rally up to here. Now I did also explain in that video, which I will leave in the description, that when you see the inverse head and shoulders, don't just believe price is just going to go right up immediately. Expect some type of retracement around the second shoulder, because a lot of people would have gone long, and price would usually reverse and come back to collect liquidity around here. Yeah, so when price was even dropping down here, a lot of people got afraid because they saw this red candle, I mean like the bearish engulfing, and they thought it's just going to go straight down. And so when you have these forecasts way ahead of time, they help shape the way you will see things occur. So if you just randomly came to this chart and you saw the red candle, that's the bearish engulfing, like so, you would think, well, it should go to the downside, yes? But no, when you have this forecast way ahead of time, it helps shape the way you would see some of these things, like so. You would know that even having the bearish engulfing right there doesn't mean a thing, because price action itself dictates that the asset will move to the upside. So that's pretty much it for the S&P. Not any big stories here today. We can just go straight on to Mr. BTC. Still just another update. Bitcoin hasn't really moved much. It's pretty much the same thing, but I think I have like a good update there as well. Okay, when we go to Mr. Bitcoin, you all know what my thesis is. If it goes up to this $47,000 region, around here, 47, it's actually 47.7 ish, you know, but if it goes anywhere up here, I will be selling. That is if it can do something like so. If Mr. BTC can do something like so, I will be a seller at that region. And if instead it doesn't go up here, if it comes down like so to somewhere around 14 for the takeoff, I will be a buyer right here. Meaning that if Bitcoin started to plummet like so from current price, if it did come down like so, I will not be waiting for 3K, 7K, 10K, 12K. No, I would be of the idea that Bitcoin may bottom out around here, exactly here. And this is something which I explained in the other video. Yes, I explained to you that according to Fibonacci, there will be some type of liquidation event happening here, and I showed you the chart as well. So I do expect, so either ways, I know what to do. If we do go up like so, I will be selling here, and I will be of the idea that if Bitcoin started to come back down, this region may not hold. Now, a lot of people really do ask me that, hey, how is this 3K thing that you say, how can that even be possible, And to all those people, I understand. I understand you. I understand why you see it that way. You're like, this can't be true. It can't even happen. There is no way. Yeah? I understand you. I understand. But the thing is, I am being extremely objective about the data. So if I said that Bitcoin will go to 12K, that wouldn't be far-fetched, yeah? Everyone will believe it. If I said 11K, you'd still believe it. If I said 10, you'd be like, everybody's saying it, but yeah, why not? It can, yeah? But the moment you go lower than 10, everybody's like, no, that can never happen. That's too low. BlackRock would have bought it all. All of these whales that want to get into Bitcoin, they won't let that happen. And so I see that a lot of people argue this from the emotional side, yeah? So you are like, it cannot go there because it's, Bitcoin. It's almighty Bitcoin. And so it's more of an emotional argument when you see it that way. You have to be objective about your outlook on the price of BTC or any asset whatsoever. So, if we all thought that Bitcoin will go to 12K or 11K, which will be an 85% discount, which is the average Bitcoin's average discount in every bear market, won't it just make sense that we go long at that price? We will go long, yeah? And because we will be so sure that it won't go lower, we'll place our stop losses maybe at 7. Or you can just go long at 12 and say 2x, a 2x long. That will put your liquidation very low, even lower than 7 maybe. So on cross, so that is one of the reasons why I think outside of chart data, going to 12 may actually take Bitcoin lower than 10, because a lot of people will go long if Bitcoin went to 11 or 12 or 10. A lot of people will go long. Now there will be maybe 100x traders or 75x traders who will have their liquidation somewhere around 9, and BTC may sharply go down there and take them out, but a lot more people will go in and they will place their liquidation still lower. And Mr. BTC, from this, you can expect that Mr. BTC goes even lower to take them out. And so, in my opinion, I think it will keep doing that until everyone believes that it's probably just dying. And when you believe that way, you will not go long, and that is when it might take off. The max pain point will be somewhere you'd never imagine, in, say, a price that you could never even say that it could go there. That is the price where it can most likely go. Now, if it did go to 47, everyone on earth will believe it's the new bull market. Everyone, even people that have been saying, hey, we're in a bull market now, right from 16K to 20K to 25K to 30K, they'll be like, hey, I've been telling you all along, we're in the new bull market. I've been telling you this. You've not been listening. This is your last chance. We're now going to 100K. We're going to 150K. Buy now, buy now, buy now. You go in, get wrecked. And that's how that's how it works. That's the same thing over and over. So if we did go up to like 47K, I say if, because it's not like definite that we will go there, but this is like the idea that I want to tell you. If we did go to 47, everyone will believe that there is no way we can even come as low as 20K. Yeah. And if we start to come back down to like 30, they'll be like, yeah, we're just coming for a retest. And the retest gets deeper and deeper and deeper. It's the same thing here. This is not like it's not like I'm saying things that have never happened before. Look at this. If we go back to 2019, you take from this local bottom on 2019 to the top right here, that's about 336% to the upside. Now from that upside to the downside, you have about 72% to the downside from that top. Now, if you only did that, if Bitcoin went up to 47 and it had to repeat only this, the 72% will put Mr. BTC at 13K. So this idea that, you know, it can never do this, it can never do that, I don't understand how these people come about this. Actually, I do. It's just they are just being emotional, and being emotional is what will get you slaughtered in this market. You know, I made a TikTok some time ago, and I was talking about this Fibonacci retracement of the golden pocket. So I noticed that after this consolidation here at the bottom, after this consolidation here, the first biggest move to the downside comes after BTC has reached the Fibonacci golden pocket. Yeah, so when it reaches this Fibonacci golden pocket right here, the 0.786, that's the institutional price. Okay, so the biggest retracement comes after it reaches that golden pocket, and in this case, this is the retracement right here. So the biggest retracement after BTC leaves this consolidation, the biggest retracement to the downside is when it reaches the golden pocket. And in 2015, Mr. BTC did a 38% move to the downside after reaching that Fibonacci golden pocket. Now, in 2019, Mr. BTC did a 72% move to the downside after reaching that golden pocket. So what's happening? We are increasing. Now, you can't really say it with absolute certainty because, well, it's only 2 points of data. But how many more points do you want? If you saw this in 2015 and even made like a speculation, just a speculation that it might repeat here, that could have saved you from a 72% plummet. And I posted a picture the other day on Instagram, asking some of you, let me just do it quickly here. I don't know, I wanted to make a very short video. I'm so sorry. It might take a bit longer, but I hope this is really just so that you learn some more stuff and you see some more stuff. Okay, so I posted a picture on Instagram and I asked everybody, what do you think of this? What would you do if you saw a chart that looks like this? Yes, if you saw a chart that looks like this, what would you do? And I posted this right here. Now, by the way, this is something which I've just shown you in the S&P just like some moments ago. The same type of bearish divergence on the S&P, that's what we are seeing here. That's the same type of explanation right here. So it's the same principle that we are reapplying over and over. Now, when you reapply this principle and it gives you a certain target, people do not believe you. People say it's impossible. It can never happen. This is the same channel that I was telling you 2021. I was telling you around here. It was a daily candle right here. I don't want to like waste so much time, but it was a daily candle right here that I was telling you that if that candle closes below it was the 50 MA, yes, below the 50, no, it was the 100, below the 100 moving average, I will start to sell. That it was below 63K. And even at that time, now at that time I had my speculations of us having a bigger retracement and going back higher. However, I was also suspecting that maybe this has ended, but you can't like just say that, you know, in the bull market, like people will probably report your videos or unfollow you and stuff. So you don't want to be saying that when everyone is in full bull. So this idea of BTC going to 20K here was even more far-fetched than you would think. 3K, BTC going to 3K here is. It was crazy to even say that BTC will go to 20k. I got a lot of people telling me that, hey, there is no way Elon Musk is going to buy. And I wonder, how do you say that this can never happen based off of an imagination, based off of nothing? I mean, like, if you're showing me a chart, it would make sense. But if you are showing me, if you are telling me that, hey, BlackRock would buy Vanguard and these other countries, they would become interested in crypto and stuff, I'm like, come on, like, be real. So it's the same principle that we are applying here. And you will see that this right here is a bearish divergence. You have the stochastic making a new high right here from this previous high, but it's not making a corresponding new high on price action. If you even zoom in deeper, you will see what I usually say, that the first side is the wrong side. I saw a video today on TikTok of some guy saying, hey, long the bull flag, and it's better to just wait on that bull flag. Now, I'm not saying that I'm exempted from all of these mistakes and stuff. Everybody can make mistakes, but this is what is better to do. When you see the bull flag, wait for it to come down first. That's my rule with bull flags. Bull flags should come down first, then move to the upside. Bear flags should go up first, then move to the downside. It's the same thing with head and shoulders. Instead of just going straight up, they should retrace below the second shoulder before going up. If they go up first, expect that it goes for the target of the first shoulder and comes back down sharply. Now, around here, everyone would say, hey, it's going to the moon now. This is the point. This is it. This is the time. It's just going to the moon. This thing will not stop. And then it plummets, and it could be very sharp. Actually, I've noticed this with bull flags. They are plummeting when they move to the upside first. It could be very sharp. I think ICT guys would call this the Judas swing. If you are an ICT guy, let me know in the comments. They will call this the Judas swing. Yeah, so it betrays you in a way. That's the way I understand it anyway. So it's the same thing, the same principle happening right here in 2019. So we had this retracement here in 2019 before the move to the upside, but that retracement was deep. Now, you have to understand again that as time goes on, retracements get deeper because there is more money to sell off. So if we were to repeat the same drop right here in 2024 or 2023, it will put us somewhere around 13k, and most likely we would go deeper. It's not in any way guaranteed that it will happen. Okay, I'm not saying that it must happen, but according to the charts, there is a very high likelihood that it does and retest this low right here. And you can't really say that, hey, this is the COVID drop. No, it's not. The charts don't really care about it being COVID drop or not COVID drop. I mean, it was showing us here clearly that it's going to drop. Does it mean you sell everything and go and run away? Well, that's what I may do this time, actually. I'm not saying anybody should do it like me. This will be my own path alone. If it continues to go higher, I'll just trade it with my stop losses. But holding, if BTC retested this zone right here, I will sell it. If it goes up here from current price, if it did go up here to 47, I will sell it regardless of what's going on. I'll sell it. I'll sell it because according to my analysis, that should be its local top. If it didn't and went back down here to 14, 13, I'll just buy more, and I will cancel my 3k thesis. But if it went up here, I will sell, and my 3k thesis will be very strong. I mean, the conviction anyway. So that's that for Mr. BTC. That's the update. For now, it's pretty much doing the same thing. It's just being Bitcoin. It's just consolidating in this channel right here. Basically the same thing. You know, we don't really have much to look at Mr. BTC on these higher time frames. And by the way, if you are not in our Discord and Telegram, use the links in the description. Somebody told me the other time that the Discord link isn't working. I will like update it after this video. So let's look at BTC dominance. BTC dominance, let's go to BTC dominance. Now BTC dominance did plummet the other time. Where is it? It did plummet, and this is something that I've been like telling you all that is going to happen. I've been suggesting to you that BTC dominance is not really going to go as high as some analysts might predict. I think BTC dominance will move back to the downside like so and allow altcoins to flourish actually. That will give us, and it's not like I'm saying that it's just going, when it moves to the downside that will be it. I think it will still go up. Now why do I think that, you might ask? If you look at the move to the upside, if you take like the Fibonacci retracement to this to the upside, you will find that BTC dominance should be coming back for the 44% zone before taking off. Now coming back to this zone will send altcoins crazy. Yeah, it will send a lot of coins crazy, but as we go further to the altcoin market, you will know exactly why some coins may not do much as other coins will be doing well. We can see that on the BTC dominance chart we have some type of bearish divergence. This is something which I warned about before. I think our last predictive analysis video, weekly recap video. So you can see basically that we have a divergence again on BTC dominance. This time around we have a new high on price but not a new high on the indicator. So this not having a new high here basically is saying, in simple words, this is saying that I'm fake. You know, this move to the upside is fake. So this is simply manipulative by the composite man. If you are still holding onto your altcoins, it simply shows that you are not in fear, and you should be in fear before there will be any type of bottom. So that is basically why around this region right here, Mr. Gary Gensler came and brought all the bad news of some coins being securities and whatnot, and it's sometimes I just wonder, how is it possible that it all happens in tandem? Yeah, so it's like it's all planned, they all happen together. Is it that we notice them happening at the same time, or it's like it's planned by somebody? Let me know what you think in the comments, because they all happen at the exact same time. Gary Gensler will bring problems here. USDT also had problems here. A lot of problems came at this exact candle, the exact same week. And the time when we are about to see some type of local top, good things happen at that same moment as well. It all gets so foggy sometimes that you would just want to focus on the charts instead. Like especially on the higher time frames like so. Especially on higher time frames like so, you just want to focus on the charts because it's really all noise. And so anyway, my idea is that Mr. BTC dominance comes down here. If we do have some type of move like so, then I would expect that it takes off from here. That will most likely take the indicator to the undervalued region. So this is something which we'll be watching out for. If we have this, then you can indeed see that an AB equals to CD pattern might work well in that case, where it will go back to this retracement zone right here, extension zone right here. So let me just show you how I got the retracement and the extension zones. Yeah, so I simply took my Fibonacci. You guys know I like Fibonacci a lot. I took my Fibonacci from the bottom of this move right here to the top of the move, this top right here. So you take from the bottom of the move to the top of the move, that will give you the 0.618, which is the ideal zone that price should bounce from. Think of it like a ball that you put on a staircase. Does it even make sense? Yes, you take a ball and roll on a staircase, yeah? It won't just go straight, it will go haphazardly. So you will find it doing something. Let me take this out. So you will find it doing something like so. So it won't just go straight down like so. It will go like so, even come back as high as so. And I know it's not like the exact thing, but you get the point. And then this is the center. Think of this as the the bottom of the floor, and this should take it back up. With normal charts, I say normal because this is a chart for Bitcoin dominance. Say with assets like BTC, Ethereum, or altcoins and every other coin, this will be the demand zone right here. Yes, so you had the move to the upside, consolidation, demand, and another move to the upside. And by Fibonacci, you could also look for where BTC dominance might top out just from this move to the upside right here. Yeah, so you take your Fibonacci from this local high, this high right here, to the bottom of that move, and that you will be looking for the 2.618. 2.618 will be your local high. I say local, not the ultimate high. The ultimate high will be this one, and this one is around your 0.618. Where does 0.618 come from in this section? Now, the 0.618 is given by this move, this metric right here. So I took from the bottom of this accumulation right here. I don't like calling it accumulation because it's Bitcoin dominance. It's a measure of how much of the total crypto market cap is in Bitcoin alone. That's what Bitcoin dominance means. You take from this low right here and you take to this high right here. This should give you extension zones. So extensions as in how high up can it go? Yeah, how high up can it go? And according to Fibonacci, it should go as high as the 0.618. It should. It may not, but ideally that is what you should expect. Now, how high up can it go? You are looking for the 0.618. And what will be the potential local high? You're looking for the 2.618 as per this move right here. So the 2.618 will put you at the 51% zone, and you see that these candles will be closing at that exact 2.618 region. These candles right here, there's a very big reason why they are not closing up. If they did close up, then you could now be on the idea that they might go to it might continue to the upside. But according to Fibonacci, it's playing very well and it should be coming down instead. So you look for the 4.236. 4.236 is giving you the 0.618. Now that 0.618 should be your ultimate high for this Bitcoin dominance metric. Now, if this is your local high, it means that when BTC goes up to this region, you should be looking for where it will retrace to before going for its ultimate high. To know that, in this case, you take from the bottom right here and you put, to know that in this case, you take from the bottom right here and you put at that 2.618. Yes, that should give you the ideal region where it should retrace back to before moving to the upside. Now, according to Fib, it should come back to the 0.618. So this, after this 0.618, it should now go for the another 0.618, but to the extension side, which is the upside right here. Which means if this was actually going to play out, then around here will be a big pain point. we're talking nearly 60% Bitcoin dominance. It will be a big pain point if this did happen. So just be cautious, maybe it doesn't happen, like it's under no obligation to happen, it's just the analysis. Yeah, maybe it doesn't happen this way. Now with this AB equals to CD pattern, which is a harmonic pattern, I usually use the wicks of the candles. I find that they work better than the bodies. So if you take that and put that here, it will be giving you this region at the 0.618. Is it for sure that it has to happen this way? No. So that's pretty much my idea for Bitcoin dominance. We will of course be having retracements up and down, but this is the ideal zone where I think this thing would have bottomed out. Well, yes, this Bitcoin dominance would have bottomed out. This is the point where I think the market makers will step in and start selling their altcoins for real. This is the point where I think altcoins will suffer. Yes, this is the point. Maybe it just goes right down and altcoins just flourish into the oblivion, but by my analysis, and when I say these things, I am willing to wait even up to a year, to like if Bitcoin went up to 47k, I wouldn't just be expecting that it goes to 3k the next week or the next month. When I talked about 20k, it took more than 170 days for it to happen. So it does take time. It does take time. Now let's go to the total crypto market cap. This one I find pretty interesting. No, this is not it. So total crypto market cap. Total crypto market cap pretty much looks like Bitcoin. Yeah, it looks a lot like Bitcoin because BTC dominance is somewhere around 50%. So a lot, like 50% of the capital in crypto is in Bitcoin alone. And so the total crypto market cap will look like Bitcoin's chart a lot. So that's why we see it like so. I still expect that it goes to this high right here at about 1.5 trillion. This is what I would expect right here. I would still expect that it pushes over this 0.236 and goes for the $1.55 trillion mark. I wonder how this is really going to happen, like in the fundamental part, what will cause it to happen. I'm not a news guy. I don't follow the news that often. But sometimes it does interest me to like wonder what could actually happen to push price to a certain region. And right here, I have no other thing to think of than perhaps the BlackRock thingy. Maybe a spot Bitcoin ETF actually gets approved, and that causes a mega rally right here, which actually like takes all coins going for the moon. So perhaps that's what could happen to actually push this up. I have no idea what could happen to push it to the upside. Again, same thesis here. If it started to plummet instead, if it actually just came right back down to the downside like so, I just buy. If it goes up here, I sell. That's my thesis with this. Nothing much actually. But normally it should go up because we had this retracement right here. We had the inverted head and shoulders right here, and we had the retracement to the second shoulder, similar to what we are seeing with the S&P. We should have a move to the upside like so. Ideally, that should be what we would see here. But apart from that, nothing much. If it goes there, I sell. Comes down, I buy. Nothing much for this total crypto market cap. USDT seems somewhat well, USDT is actually just going according to my thesis. This is the USDT chart that I gave you long time ago. I've been telling you for a very long time now that USDT has to make its way down to the 5%. All of them scream the exact same thing. They scream the idea that price would come down to this, if USDT is to come down to here, it means that crypto, the market cap in crypto will increase a lot, just like from the previous slide, will increase. And it does mean that there will be some investments taking place. So I really wonder what will happen to make this possible. However, the charts do suggest that it will happen. It's really the same concept right here. If you just invert this chart, you will see it's like the total crypto market cap inverse. Yeah, you have the second shoulder retracement below second shoulder. You should have it go up for the target of this head right here. That's what should happen ideally anyway. So my thesis here remains the same. Basically, I still expect that USDT comes down to retest this zone right here at the 5% region, which will be retesting the neckline of this double bottom right here. Now, this double bottom right here is actually, in the inverted chart, you will see it as the all-time high for BTC. Now, this all-time high for BTC, from here, you can actually see the bearish divergence right here. You can see that this is the first high. So the first high that we had on Bitcoin does not correspond with this one. With this one, we have a high and a lower high. However, with Bitcoin, we actually have a high and a higher high. A higher high, but not having a high here, another higher high here on USDT, which means there is some shady stuff going on there. So anyway, my thesis for USDT stays the same. Coming down here is what I would assume that USDT would do sooner or later. It should come down here and retest this zone before making a move to the upside. I wonder what will make this possible, but that's pretty much what I see here. So it's the same analysis from months ago, unfortunately. So our next candidate, our next stuff is USD. It's another thing that we've covered already. Let's go to Mr. USD. So USD is basically the same thing. The parabola, break of the parabola structure, and we should see it come down here. And my target for the dollar is actually 94, around 94. Let me take that measurement. So if we even take from the top to bottom, if we are anticipating that this thing will still rocket higher, so around 95, we should see the dollar move back up, and this time around it will be for real. Yeah, it will be for real. That is what I would expect that happens with the dollar. So this is my ultimate target for the dollar. Around this region right here is where I expect the dollar to bottom. If that did happen, then we will see the dollar rally back up, and this time around it won't be joking. So it's still the same analysis. I'm sorry that it's really just like reminding you of what we did some time ago, but it's an update. I think you'll like it. So yeah, that is what we have for the dollar. A lot of people will be like, oh, it's broken down this line right here, it's just going to plummet, and we have new all-time highs on Bitcoin. Maybe we do, maybe we do. This is risky, people. It's not like it's definite in any way. It's not definite. Bitcoin to 3K may not happen. Bitcoin could just go from here to 100,000. Yeah, it may not happen. But according to the analysis, according to the charts now, it does show that Bitcoin will be headed there. I have no clue. I have no way to explain, fundamentally how that can even be possible. To me, I see that this will eventually come down plummeting very hard. Bitcoin, I mean. So let's go to, I have the ETH versus, that's the ETH to BTC chart. I found some things interesting on that ETH to BTC chart. So on this ETH to BTC chart, we can easily see that we have a bullish divergence on the weekly time frame on ETH to BTC. So it's the inverse of what I showed you before. Yeah, we have the low right here, a lower low. We have this low right here, and we have a lower low, but not another corresponding low right here on the stochastic. So this is showing us that there is some buying momentum kicking in. Yeah, so in the next couple of weeks I would hope to see Ethereum overperforming Bitcoin. That's what I would hope to see with this chart. Now, a lot of people, when they see this chart, they would easily think that this is bearish, yeah? Because if you take this like so, and you say it crossed already, it should now just plummet, like so. But no, you have to like watch this price action here. You see this, let me take this out. You see this right here, yes? This is a bull pennant, this bull pennant right here. So the bull pennant, and again for the rule of first side wrong side, first side wrong side, it should actually go up. So that's the first side wrong side logic. But now here we see that it failed to go up and produced a low right here, went up, produced a high, and came down, produced a second low, but did not give us another second low right here on the indicator. So we would expect that this thing still goes up again like so. It may not really go as high as so, but even just going like so could easily put Ethereum at about $2,400. So I think Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin in the next coming weeks. Actually, I think Ethereum will outperform Mr. Bitcoin. That is if we have some buyer momentum to the upside. Overperforming Bitcoin on the ETH to BTC chart does not necessarily translate on a positive Ethereum on the Ethereum to USD chart. It only means that if the markets are rallying, or say if BTC is rallying, there's a very high chance that Ethereum will rally more than Bitcoin. It doesn't necessarily mean that Ethereum has to go like crazily up, or maybe go to 3,000. But I think Ethereum will go to somewhere around 2,400. But again, it depends on a lot of market movements. If the markets are plummeting and Ethereum is overperforming Bitcoin on the ETH to BTC chart, then Ethereum may not plummet as much as it would if Ethereum was underperforming Bitcoin on the ETH to BTC chart. Hope you understand. Now, the April high is something I wanted to cover. So let's go to Mr. Bitcoin for this. This is something which I have covered already. So this April high right here, you must have seen me talking a lot about this high. This cliff that you see here, I believe a lot of coins are going to top out on this cliff. Examples of coins that have reached this zone already are Render, XRP, Litecoin. I don't know if you guys have any examples. Let me know in the comments. I don't know any other coins that have reached this region already, but I've seen XRP, Litecoin, and Render reach this region already. And it's important to note that when I talk about coins reaching this region, it has to be coins that have seen the 20, that had a full experience of the 2021 bull market, not coins that launched in 2023, and certainly not coins that just launched around here in 2022. I mean coins that already experienced the 2021 bull market. Most of them will top out here. Some of them may not even reach this zone. Some of them may go slightly higher, but most of them will top out here. And my idea behind this is that most of these coins got funded around this region here. If you watch closely, you will see that this is the only region where it would have been normal to buy. You know, like if you bought right here, I mean, technically, I won't like say that you're a bad trader or a bad investor or anything. because it seems logical to buy here. Yes, I mean, it's like the same thing happening over here. If you guys remember, I was talking around this region right here. I don't remember exactly which one was it, because this is the weekly time frame. I was saying that Bitcoin has a very high chance to rally next week, which will make it a good time to buy, to sell the top, or just make a quick buck. Yes, because we are still going to 20k. So I was saying that Bitcoin could go even as high as 51,000, but I will be selling at 47. And I sold at 47, and BTC topped out around here at 48.245. So the idea here is that a lot of investors, a lot of VCs actually, they bought into coins like Near Protocol around this cliff right here. So if you go to Near, you look for the April 2022 high. They actually invested a lot on Near around here. So all of those venture capitalists, they are still in those losses right until now. So it is just logical to believe that if Near ever came back up there, a lot of them will sell off because they will be at break even. Yeah. And so when you go to coins like let's go to XRP or Litecoin. No, let's go to Litecoin. Yeah. Now you will see that as Litecoin came back to this region right here, they quickly sold off. That's why you see this big red candle. Yeah, this big red candle, as it just reached that point, a lot of them sold off, and they know that this is what is going on. They know, they are waiting. That's why the other day I was saying that I'll probably start to ship my coins back into exchanges so that I have my limit orders placed. When Litecoin reached here, this is supposed to be a very bullish candle, yeah? But it was quickly consumed by this red candle. The reason for this is showing you that they are selling, and they are selling big time. Now, I still think Litecoin might still go up. Doesn't mean because of this it won't ever go up. I still think it can still go up because the halving is coming up very soon. That will be the 2nd of August. I think this thing still has some steam left. It might still do some move to the upside. We'll go like to the daily time frame. I will show you why I think it could still go somewhat higher. Now, so when Litecoin reached this zone right here, this is the April 2022, yes. Now, it's not exact actually. It's not like super exact to the region, because this is the cliff on Litecoin. This cliff right here, April 2022, this candle. This is the candle. So as Litecoin reached that zone right here, instantly it was sold off. That's why you see the red candle right here. Let's quickly jump right to the daily time frame so that I show you why I think this thing could still do another move to the upside. Now, first of all, if you look at the stochastic, you will see that the stochastic is already in the undervalued right here, and it's been, I know you guys laugh when I say right here all the time, but maybe we'll make some t-shirts someday and put right here. Maybe that will make sense. But if you see right here, the stochastic is way undervalued, yeah, and you've not really had price come as low as this one right here. So yeah, you could be inclined to believe that Litecoin will go even higher from that region. However, what I would expect that Litecoin should do is that it comes to this this point, this 90. So I would expect that it comes to the $90 zone, $90 to I have 90 to 89, $90 to $89. That's like the lowest it should go. If it does not bounce from here, then yeah, that's not too good now, is it? It's not too good. So it should bounce around here. That's the ultimate zone that I think Litecoin should bounce from. And I had a target which I sent to Twitter the other time. I sent this on Twitter. That was a long time ago, actually. That's like a month ago. I sent a target to Twitter, and my target for Litecoin was around $130. If you look at here, Litecoin would actually go if it could go up anyway, I would expect it to go higher. If it bounced from this region right here, my conservative target will be this one, which I actually set on the TikTok. If you're not using TikTok, you have the link to my YouTube Shorts channel. So I post every TikTok that I make on that channel. So I expect Litecoin to still go up higher, and it should be going up to this $106 zone. If it can go above that, which I think it will most likely do, I think it will do that. It should have its own ultimate top anywhere around the $130 zone to the 100 and no, I think 130, which will be the 1.618, is the ultimate for Mr. Litecoin. It could go higher, but just for now, I would like to be a bit more conservative and think that it goes to this zone right here. This is just for a trade, by the way. If you want to take a trade right here, that will be your ultimate zone for Litecoin. But accumulating, this is not, for me, this is not where I would accumulate Litecoin. Meddling with this April high is not what I would like to do. Accumulating right here is extremely risky. But if I was to take a trade, that is what I would be targeting. So yes, but it should not go lower than that. Ideally, the stop loss for this type of setup would be below that daily close, this daily close of the move to the upside around here. So you see, it's like 10% to the downside, would be like a 2x actually. That's the most you can use for this. Unfortunately, it's just unfortunate with Fibonacci, you know, like it works mostly on the higher time frames. On higher time frames mean that you can only have like these types of stop losses, because this is the only point where it gets invalidated if it comes below this region right here. Actually, it's below this daily candle. It's below this where I will consider Litecoin to be on its way to hell, basically. So I still expect it to go even right up to here. Yes, I still expect it to go right up to here. If it did bounce from here, maybe we could have like maybe we could have something like so. We could have something like this, because this will be the AB equals to CD. It will be something like this. You will see the exact same thing happening with Mr. XRP. XRP retraced that high that well, by the way, if you bought XRP when I was like screaming about it on the channel, you're welcome. Because on this channel I talked about it coming down to 46 after the move to the upside. I did say that it will come down to form some type of inverted head and shoulders, and we had that. XRP again moved to the upside. So congrats to everybody who maybe listened to me when I was screaming about it moving to the upside from here. Even at current prices, you'll be at a 2x if you bought it when I was talking about its retracement around 34. Yes, even at current prices, you will be at a 2x, more than a 2x actually. So we have this stuff of XRP coming back to the April 2022 highs. That's the exact same thing that happened here. A lot of people bought right here. This that you see here, a lot of people bought. So this region that you see here, a lot of people bought when XRP came up here. So that is the issue. Yes, so this is why I say some coins will go higher and some coins will not even reach, because XRP still has that steam with it. Yeah, it still has that momentum. Ideally, after the move to the upside, what I would expect is a retracement back to the golden pocket and rocket back higher. Yeah, that's what I would expect from a move to the upside like so. Now, on platforms like TikTok, where you would usually find only maybe kids that are, you know, out there to hate and stuff, when something does not happen the way you say it will, they come to say, ah, you were wrong, you were this. But the point is, you follow strategies and you have to stick with them when they do not work as well, because they will eventually work. That's just it. Every strategy has times that it will not work. Every strategy, whatever strategy that you're using, has its times that will not work. That's just the fact. So you just have to keep doing it until it works, because it will again work. That's just it. So, well, you might tweak something here and there sometimes, but you stick with the original method. And the original method is, after a long period of consolidation, first impulse, you wait for a retracement of its golden pocket. After that retracement, you are targeting the 0.236 as your minimum target. It could go as high as the 4.236 as well, but you are targeting the 0.236 as your minimum target. So a quick example could just be this one. After a consolidation for a very long time, move to the upside, you are targeting the retracement to the golden pocket and another move to the upside. So if you take this from here to here, it should give you that golden pocket here. So this is your target, and this is your ideal entry point. Now sometimes it may not come down here. You guys remember the other time I made a video here on YouTube, I was telling you, and actually I didn't even know that XRP was already here at the 42 cent region, and I told you that this is the time BTC should take off. Yeah, but XRP actually stayed here for like 9 days. If I just quickly count it right now, let's see. Yeah, this is 8 days. Yes, 8 days, not 9. So XRP lasted 8 days here, and you might be that, oh hey, it's already been a week, this thing is not moving, and you get out of it, and that's the time it takes off. So when you have your strategy, stick to it. If it doesn't work, it's okay. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't work. You do some little tweaks here and there, but stick to it, because eventually it will work. If every strategy, or say if some strategies could work 100% of the time, we'd have trillions, not even hundreds of thousands or millions, we'd have trillions. So you have to stick to it. Now, so with this type of movement to the upside, it's somewhat the same like this one right here. When XRP made this move to the upside, I suggested to you that XRP will come down to here. Now let's see how long it took for XRP to come down here. It took XRP 40 days. That's more than a month. And when we say it now, you might be like, well, it was 40 days. And it still came down there. But no, you don't see that XRP actually made moves to the upside first. It did go up first, and in these ups and downs, you might have thought that, oh, this is the moment. No, you just have to be patient. It would eventually come down there. So yeah, unfortunately, and XRP is notorious for this. It likes to do this. It would spend a lot of time just to do this simple movement and take off. So when you target your 0.618 Fibonacci, you get into it around here. It should at least leave you at this region right here. Now my second target for XRP is actually above that April high. So I do think XRP could actually still come up here. Yeah, but I would like for a retracement to happen where XRP comes back to this region right here. Now if we take this from the bottom to the top, that will give us the 0.618, yeah, but when we take from the top to the bottom, it gives us extension levels. When we take from the bottom to the top, it gives us retracement levels, and even from the top to the bottom, it gives us retracement levels before the move to the upside. Again, you can think about it as a ball rolling down stairs. So yeah, that is pretty much our update for the week, and for what may be on the horizon, what may be coming in the future. I still think some altcoins will get back to this high. Well, some may not, some will get back to that high. And depending on their narratives, I think some may surpass that high. It is difficult to know which ones will go above this. I think XRP could, very likely that it does that. Um, but eventually, I think this is the zone where we should all be watching out for. I think this zone is very important because a lot of capital came back into the markets around here, and so all those VCs will pump up these coins to get back to this region right here. When they pump them, we all go in and we put our money here, and as it goes back to their break even point, they sell off. So that's why XRP basically rejected this zone very heavily, like so. And this is something which Fibonacci of course showed us already. If we go to the weekly time frame and we take our Fibonacci from the all-time high right here to the low right here, you will see the 0.5 fib level at that region. You will see that XRP basically retested that exact region right there. And then there was that massive sell-off because a lot of people bought right here. Yeah, so I still think it could go higher, but I would like to see some type of retracement back to the downside, like so. Of course, when it is coming back to the downside, everybody on earth will be like, oh, it was a fake pump, it just pumped and dumped. The exact same people that say that it's just a fake pump will be the people that buy up here. Those same people. I watched a video the other time on TikTok. I think it's Clear Value Tax. It's a guy who is more on macroeconomics. He's also here on YouTube. Clear Value Tax, I think. He has a target of $12,000 per Bitcoin, and he's saying that Bitcoin hasn't bottomed. It's still due for the $12,000 mark, and this is something which a lot of people, a lot of analysts expect as well. And I went to the comments, and everybody in the comments are saying, bro missed the bottom, bro trying to make us dump. And I feel kind of pity for them because, well, they all think it's the bottom, yeah? They all think, oh, we're just going up. Those are the people who will buy the top. Those are the exact people. So we must be extremely cautious with these markets. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that because it's retracing, that's it's dead, or because it is going up, it's just going to continue going up, so let me buy now. You must be the type of person who will buy in the red and wait it out as it continues to plummet even, and or as it and try and sell when it goes up, because when it goes up, I'm telling you, it will become extremely difficult to sell, because you will be like, hey, I sold and it's gone up 10%. Because, we all live in the moment, yeah? We all are in the moment. So when you do it in the moment and see the after effects right after your own action, you're like, maybe I did something wrong. You remember on Instagram, I did send a post telling you guys that, hey, I'm selling 70% of all my Terra Luna here. When I said that, a lot of people sold along with me, and I sold that Luna when Terra was still at, I think, $89. When I sold, I told you that I'm selling 70% of all my Luna, and I will continue to scale out as it goes higher. I'll scale out the rest 30, and I finished selling that 30 at $93. Luna still went up to $113. Yeah. Well, guess what? Everybody came to my comments and were like, hey, you made us sell. Hey, I sold because you told me. Now it has gone up. Why? Because they are in the moment. They are seeing price go up in real time. It is very difficult to, take yourself out of that box and see it from the bigger picture, see the bigger picture of things. I was saying that Bitcoin, hey, Bitcoin will go to 20,000. Well, according to the charts, it will go to 20,000. And there is no way that it goes to 20,000 and Luna goes to 1,000 as some other people on YouTube were saying at the time. So I was very sure that Bitcoin goes down to 20, and so I sold my Luna. I didn't even know that it's the same Luna that's going to take Bitcoin to 20, you know. And so that is what we must practice, that type of discipline in these markets. If not, we will just all get wrecked. And crazily enough, Luna was like about a quarter of my entire portfolio at the time, and I sold in profits. That was actually my biggest, I would say that's my biggest win in crypto ever, to have sold a coin that went to zero. I've not seen a lot of people that did the same. Anyway, thanks so much for watching the video. Thanks so much for being here. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay blessed, and we will see each other next time.